Hi, so I'm gonna talk about the best and the worst movie that I've ever seen. And it was very hard for me to pick just one because I've seen a lot of great movies. But I chose one that's called Miss Winterburn, and it's about a girl, a young woman that's named Connie, and she runs away from home at a very early age and falls in love with a drug dealer. And she gets pregnant, and when the drug dealer knows, he wants her to leave. She makes her leave, so she by accident gets into a train station, into a train, and there she meets a man who saved her because a policeman wanted to take her out, and he saves her by telling the policeman that she was his wife. And in the train, she meets the actual wife, and they become friends because both of them are pregnant. And then Connie wants to try on the wedding ring, the wife's wedding ring, and she lets her. And when she puts it on, the train suddenly crashes. It has an accident, and unfortunately the husband and the real wife die. So then Connie wakes up in a hospital and has her baby, and since she had the wedding ring on, they think that she's the real wife. So what she didn't know is that the dead man's family was very rich. They had like a mansion and a lot of money, and they tell her to come live with them. So she goes there to tell them that it's all a confusion and that she's not the real wife. But since she had nowhere to go, she kind of let things go and she pretended that she was the wife. But what she didn't know is that the dead man had a twin. And as time passes by, she falls in love with him and him with her too. So yeah, they fall in love, and he kind of knows that already that she's not the real wife. She wasn't the real wife, but he decides not to tell anybody nothing until she tells him. But then one night the drug dealer comes back and now that he knows she's kind of famous, once steals the baby and tells her if she doesn't give him money, he will tell everybody the truth. So one day she comes back to the drug dealer's house and finds him dead, and behind her comes the twin and says, "Why did you kill him?" But she didn't really kill him. So in the end, she tells him the truth. He tells even the grandma the truth. That's the one who loves her the most. And yeah, since the drug dealer's dead, they later found out that the one who killed him was his last wife. And at the end, they get married and they live very happy. And yeah, it's a very beautiful story, and it's a very good movie. So if you guys want to watch it, I recommend it a lot. And as the worst movie, well, I don't know if it's the worst, but I watched this movie like some months ago. It's called Split. It was like very popular. There were trailers everywhere, and I really got excited and I wanted to watch it a lot because it seemed like a very good movie. But it's really not. It's about this man who has 26 identities inside of him, that he could one moment be one and another a very different person. And I really thought that it was going to be a good movie, but in the end he turns out to become like a very ugly beast, and he just leaves. In the beginning, he kidnaps 3 girls, and he ends up killing 2 and leaves 1 just because he thinks that she has suffered a lot, and well, it's not a very good movie, and I don't recommend you guys to watch it. And yeah, those are my 2 movies, and I'll see you later.